In this video, I'm just going to give you a quick introduction to the Predator, a new kind of Batman-esque vehicle I created just for fun. It's a single seat, 6 high grip tires, all have steering, high acceleration, high maneuverability. So let's get started. In order to access the Predator, driver's hatch here up on the top, click the button, slide the hatch forward, take a seat, close the hatch, press that button, we're inside. Engine starts as off, ignition controls here in the bottom right. Engine is now on. You have for your views, there are 3 cameras. So you got your left, your right, and your main one to the front. On the right hand side, there is an alternate mode. You can switch to Bono's moving map. On the left, there is a weather display. Switch back. This is for radio, standard SBS radio. It has bidirectional, so you can send and receive on the same channels, different channels. You have your fuel, battery, engine temperature, and this is if any alerts come up in terms of if you're running a fuel battery or detects any issues. On the side here, you have your weapons count. There are 2 light autocannons located on the top. They're facing forward. Each has 200 rounds. In order to enable the autocannons, either press this or you can press number 3 on the keyboard and it will enable and disable the autocannons. In terms of controls, W is throttle, S is brake. It doesn't make a difference if you're in reverse or forward, it's the same thing. W is throttle. It's just like kind of driving a vehicle. For steering, it's A and D, as well as an optional mouse steering mode. Mouse steering mode is enacted by hitting number 2. It lights up this indicator, and then what happens is that the Predator will steer and try to direct yourself to go to where the mouse is pointing. Turn off mouse mode. Pursuit mode. Pursuit mode is where you can switch into high speed. We'll modify the top speed from 130 kilometers per hour to 260. Press number 1 to activate pursuit mode, and then this is your reverse by hitting number 5. So let's head out. Right now I'm just heading out under normal mode, just steering with my keyboard. I got about 130 kilometers per hour. The best way to turn typically with this is you're going to enact more of a drift type of turn. So you're typically going to do is you're going to kind of throttle through the turn. So as you approach the corner, brake down, brake back, and then as you're going through the corner, you have high grip tires. Wherever you're pointed, basically apply that kind of throttle, and that's where it's going to kind of push you to. So it'll accelerate your turn. So you're always going to be doing kind of more of a drift turn. So I'm going to switch over to mouse mode, which is number 2. It's a little bit more precise. And then once we come around this corner, I'm going to kick into pursuit mode. Alright, kicking into pursuit mode, number 1. Pursuit mode is up. We're going to get up to about 260 kilometers per hour, and I'll try to make a good turn here at the end. Approaching the corner, braking back, starting the turning, and kind of throttling through, lining up, pointing to where I want to go. We carried a good amount of speed through, and we're back up to approaching 260 kilometers per hour again. So again, it's approach the corner, brake back, start turning, point to where you want to go, throttle towards it, and basically push to where you want to go. So I'm going to turn off pursuit mode, turn off mouse mode, get a better view. So you can do like some pretty tight turns in that there with the Predator. Enact the autocannons, hit number 3, autocannons are up. Currently I have just the light autocannons. In the future I may introduce a version with some maybe possibly turret missiles. We'll have to see how things go. Just need to find the time to do it. The Predator is capable of both on-road and off-road. The only thing you have to watch out for off-road is that with the suspension, it is low. It has low ground effects on it. is that you have to be careful at speed. STORMWORKS sometimes throws up hidden bumps, you know what I mean? Or I'm not sure how it reads the terrain, is that you may bottom out and it may cause some catastrophic failures, some serious damage, even possibly death. So just be careful with that. And in terms of the capabilities, it is a high torque engine. It has the 6 high grip tires, so it is capable of climbing. But the only thing I would caution is when you're going off-road is to be cautious of your speed, because the suspension may eventually bottom out, you know what I mean, depending upon how fast and hard you hit something, and it could cause damage and flip. Particularly the terrain sometimes may appear to be flat, but all of a sudden you're going along and you'll find that you hit this hidden bump, causing you to flip or cause damage. So just to close off the video, we're just going to try to go all out until something maybe catastrophic happens. So I'm going to go back in, switch into pursuit mode, turn on mouse mode, and let's go off-road and see how far we can get before something happens. Just using mouse mode, that's the best way basically to steer and work. Again, as I approach a corner, I'm just kind of throttling, I mean, just taking off my finger off the throttle, just to kind of reduce the speed. And let's try going all out. Stay on the road. Not doing too bad. We've gotten lucky with not hitting any hidden bumps. As you approach kind of thing, you're going to start flying over top of it. There are ground effects that pull the predator down, so it shouldn't be flipping over if you do get air. There's one of those bumps. All right, let's just keep the hit a bump there. All right, just going to go all out. I'm not going to take my finger off and see what happens. And catastrophic. Again, we hit it probably at about 260 kilometers per hour, hit the bump, and bottomed out, causing the issue. So, but on that note, I'm going to say goodbye before I burn up, and thank you very much. I hope you enjoy the Predator. Take care.